Hi, I'm Dr. Pankaj Rawal for Impactful Interviews. I have named this session as a reinforce it. Reason being, if you approach this question rightly, if you answer it rightly, then you are reinforcing your candidature. Every job has three requirements. Number one, knowledge. Number two, skills. And number three, attitude. The interviewer has already checked your knowledge through aptitude test, or maybe if there is an eligibility level for your degree, they have already ensured that you are above that eligibility level. So knowledge part is taken care of. Then there is skills. If you are a fresher, then nobody is bothered about it because they understand, they know that you are a fresher. But if you have couple of years of experience, then they will be talking to you about your performance during the last stint, and they will be asking questions about the job so that they know that whether you have the required skills. The third part is attitude. Now, when they ask, tell me about your 3 qualities or 5 qualities, or tell me about your strengths, then they're asking, basically trying to see whether you have the attitude for this job or not, whether you are the right fit for the job or not, what job requires. So likewise, like we always say, that you have to go through the job description thoroughly. But normally the job description is a small document, a small description. So you have to go out and learn about the job. You have to go out and ask that what are the activities which are involved in the job. You have to ask somebody that what is this job, what is it which this job requires, what are the competencies this job requires. Now you have to jot down your strengths. This is what I'm talking about, the work which you have to do before approaching your interview. Jot down your strengths, jot down what is required in the job description, what is required for this job role, and try to match. There are few things which you should be very careful about. This question usually has hooks in it. Earlier we discussed about the baits which you are throwing, but now I'm talking about few hooks. Now these hooks in this question, they can dislodge you from maybe the flow of the interview. So how these hooks can trouble you when you are trying to explain your strength. The interviewer usually always asks, when did you demonstrate this strength? So you have to have your answers ready. You have to have your backups ready. If you do not have a backup, and if you describe your strength, you tell him that this is one of my strengths, then if he asks you that, okay, tell me, when did you demonstrate? Give me an example. And suddenly students start rolling their eyes. They start looking upwards and they start thinking. If you are already ready with the answer, then you just go with the flow and answer confidently about this question. So this is what I'm talking about, the hooks. So prepare your strengths, but always have the examples where you have demonstrated your strength. How do you know that this is your strength? Is it in your mind? Do you only think that this is my strength? Or you actually display this strength in your day-to-day behavior? So you have to show them, tell them that I display this strength during my activities, right? So what kind of strengths, or in the job description, what should be the competencies which should be matching with the job role in a sales role? You should be talking about multitasking. You should be talking about your people skills. You should be talking about your drive to succeed. You should be talking about your ability to get things done. You should be talking about maybe your problem solving ability. So these are some of the qualities which we can talk about during a sales interview. But we never talk about generic things like I am very honest. Gentlemen, you are supposed to be honest. I am very punctual. This is not a strength. You are supposed to be punctual. So my suggestion is, do not use generic strengths like I am punctual, I am honest, or maybe I have written some examples here. I am very patient, enthusiastic, perfectionist. I don't think that is a good answer. Then hard worker. That too, you're supposed to be a hard worker. So I don't think that you should be bringing these generic terms. And when you are bringing in some terms, like I told you, that accepting challenges. I accept challenges, and then adaptability is a very good quality or competency for this job. Problem solving, self-motivated. I am self-motivated, self-motivation. But all these strengths, if you are talking about, you should have backups ready for yourself. You should be able to tell them that you demonstrate these strengths during your general behavior. So please go back to your planning stage. Yes, there is one more strength you can talk about, that is being proactive. That will be appreciated. Like we discussed about in Tell Me About Yourself, or Why Should We Hire You session. If you tell them that you are proactive, if you tell them that you have already started learning about this job, you have already joined Dr. Rawal's maybe impactful interview session, which is covering sessions about the sales, about the role of sales executive or role of channel sales manager, the role of distributor, how to choose a good distributor, the PJPs, the route launch, which are generally activities which you perform in this job. So if you tell them that you have already started learning about these, they may ask a couple of questions regarding these, and if you have gone through my sessions, you will be able to answer these questions very well, and that will show them that yes, when he's saying or she's saying that the interviewer is saying that he or she is proactive, yes, that demonstrates that he or she is proactive and they have already started learning about the job. They have already gone through the basics. When you say that you are already learning about it, then the interviewer understands that yes, the candidate can be put to the job very easily and the transition would be very smooth. So my suggestion is, read the job description, learn about the job role, do not use generic words, go for the strengths which are required for the role, and then prepare your answer well so that you have backups. You don't fall into the hooks and don't get into the trap, and you are able to confidently answer these questions.